Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel once again, and for this video I'm going to share the first team which I have used in the Fantasy Cup, which is Ultra League format cup where only Dragon, Steel and Fairies are allowed. So apart from it, two Pokemons that are banned in this cup is going to be Guardian Stunfisk and Cobalion, which totally makes sense because they would be overpowered. That is the reason they are banned. So for the team that I have come up with is going to be Slurpuff in the lead, which is actually fairy type but have got access to Fairy Wind along with Play Rough and Flamethrower to coverage of Steel and Fairies as well. Apart from it, my backline have got a perfect code over here, which is going to be Giratina altered and my XL Registeel over here, with which it have got a really decent, like not decent, it's super bulky, and Giratina altered as a safe swap is really great in this meta. So that is the reason I have put these three Pokemons together, and it is kind of expensive league as well because my Slurpuff over here is a perfect IV Slurpuff which took almost 400,000 Stardust to build, and Registeel and Giratina are already expensive as well. So without further more delay, let's quickly jump into the battles and check out how this team performed in Fantasy Cup. Moving into the first battle, I pick up a rough lead over here with the Empoleon over here. So I'll be building up to almost one Play Rough and one Flamethrower as well, but they'll be going for the first Hydro Cannon. So I thought of catching it onto my Giratina, but I could not, to which now I safe swap into my Giratina, and their response to my Giratina is actually going to be Scissor, which does have access to Night Slash, but it is not counted to Giratina. As you guys will be seeing here, Night Slash does hurt, but it does not hurt too much to threat my Giratina over here, so I can shield up once and get switch, which will be is absolutely essential right now because they'll let the next Shadow Sneak go through, and this Shadow Sneak and Shadow Claw does neutral damage and do add up, which is going to be really nice because before they can go for the next Night Slash, I will be outpacing them to the Shadow Sneak, and if they want to shield, they can. I'll be happy to do that because all the shields are down. Registeel can go to town, to which now they comes back with their final Pokemon, which is revealed to be Giratina of their own, which is fine because now they will be going to throw the next Dragon Claw, to which now I'll be coming back with my Slurpuff with loaded energy, and I'll be going for the Play Rough, which they do shield, and now they cannot farm me down from this kind of range. So I will be shielding up. I'll be shielding this Shadow Sneak up, and they will be trying to get a combo play and snipe me down, which I realize, and I quickly safe swap again into my own Registeel. So Registeel does have a really dominant matchup in this matchup against Empoleon, because as you guys can see, this Hydro Cannon does not do anything to this bulky Registeel over here. So now I'll be going for the next Focus Blast, which will be getting the knockout for the Empoleon here as well, and the final Pokemon, they again will be coming back with the Giratina. So Giratina from this kind of range will not be able to farm me down, so rather I'll be going for the neutral Zap Cannon, though for this league it is recommended as Focus Blast for the Steels and Flash Cannon for the Fairies, but still I'm running Zap Cannon because it's an elite, it's an exclusive move, so I don't want to TM that, and I don't want to spend any more Stardust on building up one more Registeel in the Ultra League, which have got Flash Cannon, to which I go for back-to-back Zap Cannons over here, and now I make a really good combo play with my Slurpuff, and I'll be going for the next Play Rough, getting the knockout for the Giratina and indeed the win for the first battle. So this team, though hard countered, really played well. Moving on to the next matchup, I pick up a lead, again a rough lead over here with Excadrill, which is not that bad because I have access to a Flamethrower, which does hit for super acute damage, and Excadrill is squishy as well. So I'll be letting this first drill run go through, and I'll be now going for the next Flamethrower. So if they want to shield, they can shield, which I think they will do because they don't want to get hit with a Flamethrower, and now I'll be safe swapping again into my own Giratina over here, to which they have got a really good counter this time, which is going to be their Togekiss. But since I got a hit on energy, this will not be a really good matchup for Togekiss as well, because they can farm me down, but they will have to take almost 3 Shadow Sneaks over here, and 3 Shadow Sneaks along with the Shadow Claws does get the knockout for the Togekiss as well. To which now I'll be going for the next Resisted Dragon Claw, which I think will not knock it out, but I'll be going for the next Dragon Claw to get the knockout. And now I've got myself Switch and Shield Advantage. To which now they comes back with their own Giratina altered, which is really nice because I can easily come back with my own Registeel, and now again they comes back with their Excadrill over here. So I'll be letting this first drill run go through. It will be super effective, but it does not hurt too much because yeah, I've got a bulky Registeel over here. And now I'll be shielding up the next drill run, which might get the knockout as well. To which I have to go for the next Focus Blast to get the knockout, or might be get the final shield from my opponent's end, which will be really nice. And now from this kind of range, I will be quickly switching back into my own Slurpuff right now, because Slurpuff is the win condition for me, because I have got access to a Play Rough and Flamethrower as well. So they went for the next next drill run, to which now I'll be going for the next Flamethrower, which will be getting the knockout for this Excadrill. And now I'll be having to take 1 Shadow Sneak right now, or maybe it could be a Dragon Claw as well. Yeah, it is a Dragon Claw, which is not the recommended move to throw at a Fairy type, because I'll be double resisting those, and I'll be going for the next Play Rough, which will be getting the knockout, which will not get the knockout actually. It's very bulky. It almost takes 2 Play Roughs to get the knockout for Giratina altered. So they will be going for the next move, which is again a Dragon Claw. And from this kind of range, my Registeel is quite healthy, because they have to throw for, I think, back-to-back 2 Shadow Sneak to get the knockout for me, to which they stopped tapping. So I thought they might be lagging, but I have to get through this battle, to which I'll be now going for the next Zap Cannon, getting the win for the second battle here as well. So again, hard countered. I came back from that with this team, which is really good. Moving to the next matchup, I pick up a good lead this time, but this is not that of a good lead, because this Shadow Sneak and Shadow Claw will add up. So I'll be letting this first charge move go through, which is going to be the Shadow Sneak, which does not do a lot of damage, but this Shadow Claw is the main problem over here. Because of neutral damage, it does quite add up. So right now I'll be going for the first Play Rough that does get the first shield from my opponent's end. And now since the shielded up the first Play Rough, I'll be shielding up the next Shadow Sneak off there, and now I'll be going for the next Play Rough of my own. So if they want to shield, I will be quickly safe swapping into my own Giratina altered once again, and the shield over here. So I'll be quickly safe swapping into my altered from Giratina, and they will be throwing the next Shadow Sneak. So if you're stuck in this matchup, do always go for Dragon Claw, not Shadow Sneak, because Dragon Claw is much energy efficient than Shadow Sneak. To which now I'll be met with a hard counter over here, which might be a core breaker kind of thing over here with the Alolan Sand Slash over here. To which now I'll be going for the next Shadow Sneak over here. And since they are running, I think they are running Ice Punch, they are running Powder Snow and not Shadow Claw, which is the legacy move. They can get the farm down, but in cost with cost of 2 shields over here. So I have got myself 1 shield advantage, to which now I can easily come back with my own Registeel. Because if they want to go for Bulldoze, be it Bulldoze is not a great move, it's a crappy move. So that is the reason I can actually survive it. And now from this kind of range, I thought of building up a bit of extra energy, but this will be one more Bulldoze of coming from this Alolan Sand Slash right now. So I'll be letting this next Bulldoze go through, and now I'll be charging up a bit of extra energy, and I'll be going for the next Focus Blast, which will knock out the Sand Slash over here, and now they again comes back with their own altered right now. So I'll be going for the next Zap Cannon right now, which might get this altered really low, and I'm hoping for the debuff right now. So if I can get the debuff, which which I do get, and now I'll be again coming back with my Slurpuff of my own, and I'll be going for the next play rough, to which they catch a perfect they do a perfect catch onto their Excadrill over here, and they are actually running, I think they are running countered, but since I am ahead of energy, I'll be going for the next flamethrower, which will be just knocking out the Excadrill over here, and I can go, not Excadrill, it's Escavalier, and I have to shield this, I can shield this Shadow Sneak up, and I have enough energy for a play rough, but I'll be going for the next flamethrower, which will in turn get the win for the third battle rather, getting the knockout for the Giratina over here. So GG's. Giratina altered is so powerful in this meta, it's just crazy. Moving on to the next matchup, I pick up a lead against Giratina right now, but it's a origin form. So this is troublesome because it have got access to Ominous Wind, which have got a boost chance, and Shadow Ball that hits really hard, and since it's so much attack weighted, it almost wins CMP tie every time. So I don't think there is anything that in this meta that wins CMP tie over Giratina origin over here, apart from I think Dragonite might be the one. To which now I'll be shielding up the next Ominous Wind, which I have to, and now I can easily go for one play rough. So if they want to shield this up once again, I will be quickly safe swapping again into my altered over here. So yeah, I do that, and I can easily they can easily let the next charge move go through, to which they again counter me on my safe swap as well, which is going to be their Togekiss of their own. And I think this is going to be a bit of highly ranked Togekiss as well, as I can see the damage that one Shadow Sneak does in this scenario. So I'll be going for back-to-back Shadow Sneak, but I'm not sure if I could reach to the next Shadow Sneak once again, which in turn is the case, and now I am in a troublesome situation. Because though all the shields are down, they have not revealed the final Pokemon as of yet. So they have revealed only the Giratina origin and Togekiss, to which I have to throw one move over here because I cannot lock on down a Togekiss from that kind of range. So I have to go for one not flash cannon, it's a zap cannon to get the knockout for this Togekiss, and again they comes back with the origin form as well, which is really good because now I thought of calling the bait, but which ends up being a Shadow Ball, and it almost knocks me out. And from this kind of range, I thought I could get Hydro Energy and go for something. I can get some kind of win condition, to which the final Pokemon is revealed to be a Excadrill of their own, which does get hit with the next flamethrower, but it does not get the knockout. To which I thought I could farm them down with Fairy Wind, which is not possible, and I really messed up the win condition for me, because if I would let the next charge move go through, I can come back. I would have come back with my Registeel to get the knockout, farm down with lock on the Excadrill, and I have enough energy to go for the origin form, but I could not do that. So GG's to my friend, really well played. Moving on to the next matchup, which is going to be the final battle of the video and the set, I pick up a lead against Florges. So Florges is already so I actually know the moveset of Florges as well. So it is running Fairy Wind along with Disarming Voice, Petal Blizzard, or maybe Moonblast. So Moonblast is the thing to go for in this meta. So I'll be going for the first flamethrower that does get the first shield from my opponent's end, and now if they want to go for a Disarming Voice as well, I'm fine with it. I will be shielding it, and I'll be quickly going for the next flamethrower of my own once again. So again, if they want to shield this, be it, I can quickly come back with so I'll be saying this matchup this time because they did not shield it. So I'll not shield this Disarming Voice once again, because I will be surviving that, and I can go for one more flamethrower right now. So if again they are shielding it, I'll be quickly safe swapping because I don't want them to farm me down, which they do. But actually I could not switch out quick enough, to which now that is good that I'll be now coming back with my Registeel, and I thought of getting a hefty farm down, but it will not be the case because Florges is already kind of tanky and not that low as well. So they'll be going for Disarming Voice first, and now this Psychic of their own, which is fine. So I thought they'll be running Brittle Blizzard or maybe Moonblast, but they are running actually Psychic, which is fine. So now I'll be going with the next registered move of Focus Blast, and the next Pokemon actually is revealed to be the Giratina altered form of their own, which I am happy with, because now I'll be going for the next Zap Cannon, and I hope they do get the debuff, which they do. And again, I save swap into my altered, to which they have their response as an Excadrill over here. So Excadrill is not an answer to altered as well, because I am so bulky that this Shadow Claw I can easily take almost 2 drill runs, that's for sure. And this Mud Shots does virtually nothing over here. Rather, this Shadow Claw and Shadow Sneak do add up really quickly. So I'll be calling for the next Shadow Sneak over here. That puts it in a perfect farm down range for me, and I can get the farm down with Shadow Claws over here, and they threw a move over here. So anything, I will be surviving that, but I want to preserve my Giratina altered, and now I'll be going for the next Dragon Claw, because from this kind of range they cannot farm me down until and unless I go for 2 moves, which I think I'll be able to do. And since they went for a move right now, this might be a Dragon Claw, which it is, but it does not knock me out. And I'll be quickly save swapping again into my own Registeel over here, and I'll be going for the next Zap Cannon, but not before they could throw one more Shadow Sneak over here. So Shadow Sneak does not threat me because it does not do too much damage to me. And now I'll be going for the next Zap Cannon, which is going to be doing enough registered damage to this Giratina altered, getting the win for the 5th battle for me in this Fantasy Cup. So this team worked out really well for me with good coverage in the meta, with super bulk, safety and consistency. So if you're using this team, do let me know how this team works out for you. I hope this will be the most meta team in the, if not the most meta team in the Fantasy Cup. So do let me know how it is working out for you. So that will be all for this video, and see you again in the next one with new videos, new teams and new cups as well. So till then, peace.